Nolan refuses to fight him, and Thragg severely injures him, attempts to finish him off until he is interrupted by Craig, Anissa, Lucan, and Thula. After finding out that Nolan is Argyle's son, they turn on Thragg and attempt to kill him until Nolan asks them to spare him. Thragg is then imprisoned and argues with Nolan. Thragg demands that Nolan kill him if he fears him. Nolan refuses and says that he will change the Viltrumites' brutal ways instead. Nolan would sentence Thragg to exile. Much to Thragg's surprise, it was a reality. He was exiled. Thragg charges battle beasts, commencing their battle. After Thragg was sentenced to exile, he would occupy the planet Thraxa. Due to his extremely long lifespan, he would also impregnate several Thraxan women in order to create Thraxan Viltrumite hybrids. Knowing the coalition will probably send someone to kill him, he is shocked to see that its battle beast is tasked with the job. Thragg goes on to say that Battle Beast would be a great ally if he wasn't on the other side, as this is a prelude to their titanic battle. Thragg successfully kills Battle Beast after days of battling one another. Their conversation is uninterrupted by the Ragnars being released. Battle Beast assists Thragg in killing them due to him not wanting an advantage. Thragg gets disemboweled by one of them, and their battle is interrupted by the Thraxans assisting Thragg. Battle Beast and disembowels himself in order to make their battle even, with Thragg mocking him. The duo charges at each other, with Thragg having the initial advantage until Battle Beast bites him, causing Thragg's left eye to be severely damaged. The battle been going on for days and days with no clear sign of who is the victor. And the battle rages on as Thragg successfully kills Battle Beast. Just before he succumbs to his injuries, that is, Battle Beast thanked Thragg as Thragg crushes his heart, squishes it. After such an epic battle, the Galactic Gladiator life was extinguished. Thragg is then transported by Thraxans off the planet. He would take many Thraxan warriors and women with him. Thragg recovers from his injuries as he heads to a new location. He then has his left eye and gashed open head patched up. Thragg would have then Battle Beast's hide torn off and wear it as a cape with a golden Viltrum Emperor symbol over it. When one of the women asks how he is doing, he says that his health is improving. On the run, Thragg, the Thraxan, and his many children roam the cosmos so that they can avoid coalition detection. Space Racer attacks him, and Thrax kills several coalition soldiers. While Space Racer runs, Thrax attempts to kill him. Now, as we fast forward in time, while Mark was in his coma for 5 years, Thragg was rebuilding the ranks of the Viltrum Empire, and all of his children have reached adolescence. He makes a move on Talescria, with having his daughter, Ursula, attack one of their major buildings. Later, he breaks up a skirmish between his son, Onan, and Ursula. Oliver, acting as a double agent for Thragg, asks to meet him in person. Thragg, in the meantime, kills some of Ragnar's in front of his other children. Ooh, this dude is sick, man. And then orders Onan and Ursula to kill Mark Grayson. Thragg calls Oliver again to inform him that he has located Mark and that he will kill him and his family. Despite Oliver's wishes, Thragg arrives and grabs Terra. As she struggles against Thragg, Oliver intervenes, allowing her to escape. After a short battle, Thragg impales Oliver and kills him in front of Terra. Mark holds Onan hostage, asking Thragg to let him go. Mark kills Onan and begins attacking Thragg. Thragg gains the upper hand, and rips Mark in half, while Ursula seemingly kills Eve. He leaves Terra to die. Ursula is shown crying over what happened to Onan with Thragg. He tells her that both her and Onan were very special to him, as he reluctantly tries to comfort her, telling her that they will avenge her brother. Thragg continues his conquest with his army, taking over more planets and causing more deaths as he prepares an all-out attack on the resistance. He sends his children to fight Mark. When they try to fight him, they end up getting splattered. As he is too strong for them, he begs them to stop as they are killing themselves. Ursula confronts him over this, but he grabs her by the throat, telling her that no sacrifice is too great for the mission, claiming that said fallen soldiers were weak and deserved to die. As this leads to the end of all things, during the final battle, Nolan and Thragg face off, exchanging blow after blow. During the fight, Nolan tries to fight off Thragg the best he can, but Thragg is shown to be too much for him. As he breaks Nolan's hand by headbutting it, Mark tries to step in and stop Thragg from hurting Nolan further, but Thragg responds by grabbing him and throwing him away, saying he'll save him for after. He killed Nolan right in front of him. When he returns, Nolan headbutts him in defiance, but to no effect. Nolan reads his killing move and makes a quick move to keep Thragg's hand from hitting his heart. Thragg immediately swipes through Nolan's body, tearing his heart out and leaving him for dead. Mark, furious with what he just witnessed, charges at Thragg. Thragg throws him away while calling in his children for assistance. He starts using them as projectiles by throwing them at Mark, but this causes them to splatter on him since he is too strong for them. Mark, disgusted by this, grabs him and pulls them both into the sun, initiating the final fight between them. As they fight with the sun burning their bodies, Invincible questions Thragg on his motivation. Thragg says it is all about revenge for what Invincible's bloodline did to stop him from claiming the Empire. He deserved to rule. When Thragg tries to make an escape, Mark pulls them both into the core of the sun, burning off their flesh. After that, Mark, despite knowing that he can't hear his thoughts anymore, starts to describe in perfect detail how much Thragg sucks as both a leader and a Viltrumite for clinging to the old practices that brought their race to the brink of extinction, fighting for selfish and empty causes, and holding their species back from achieving their true potential. Mark then gains the upper hand when one of Robot's armors arrives and attaches itself to him mid-speech, granting him a few extra moments of protection from the searing heat whilst Thragg continues to burn. With their fight getting more and more intense with more and more explosions from the sun, the lava ends up melting the robot armor Invincible is wearing. They end up fighting inches away from the sun as their bodies become even more unrecognizable. In the final moments of the fight, Thragg, having sustained far more damage than his opponent, breaks both of Mark's arms in a fit of rage and desperation. But Mark thinks quickly and then finally kills Thragg by ripping his throat out with his teeth. After that, Mark is fully prepared to die as well, only for Alan to show up and carry him to safety, leaving Thragg's corpse behind to be consumed by the sun. With Thragg now dead, the Viltrumites can finally move forward as a people and become a force for good in the universe under the leadership of Mark's family. Now, with that said, I'm your comic connoisseur at the campfire. So now just go full nerd mode by clicking on like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to be notified when new content has been uploaded. Then you will be crowned an official comic connoisseur. I'm Rod for Elm City Comic Book Collectors, and I'm out. Peace.